Listen, I don't care if it's a family lawyer you're talking to or you hired. I don't care if it's a bankruptcy lawyer. I don't care if it's a criminal lawyer. I don't care if it's a property lawyer. I don't care if it's somebody who you hire because they're doing a lawsuit for you. If you make an appointment with that lawyer, stick to the appointment. Or if you cancel ahead of time. Now, I get it. Life happens and things come up where you just can't make it, right? And you have to tell somebody something last minute and say, hey, I'm sorry, attorney, I have to cancel. But you would be surprised how often people just don't show up, just no show, and they cancel but don't reschedule. And then down the line, people are like, well, I ain't seen nothing on my case. You haven't really talked to me. And I made appointments for you to be available. We had this time available. I told you I'm here at the office. But it's not real for a lot of people up until we're getting to the moment where it's ultimate decision making. So, for example, in the criminal defense aspect, we're deciding whether or not we're about to set the case for trial. Man, I ain't seen nothing. You ain't show me nothing. You ain't show me nothing. I ain't seen nothing. Hey, you can come to the office. Hey, let's go. Look, we had time to look at the office, right? We could have came and we could have talked about it and I could have showed you the video, right? Now, granted, this ain't for the people who are trying to reach out to the attorneys and the attorneys ain't talking back to them or ain't answering their phone call. I'm not talking to y'all. I'm not talking to y'all. Y'all are doing your part. I'm talking about the person who is frustrated because they haven't seen nothing when their attorney has made room for them to view the evidence and look over and talk about it, and that hasn't been the case, and the client hasn't showed up because it wasn't a priority in that moment. But it becomes a priority right when you have to make these decisions. And now you're feeling pressure, and now it's like, oh, what I got to do? What's going on? It's not easy because I guarantee your attorney has more than one client, right? He has multiple clients, he has multiple things, he has a life, he has 1,000 things he or she are dealing with, right? And so they try to work with you within reason, right? Because, hey, you're their client. Hey, let's make this available. But they can't just bend over backwards if you keep canceling or if you don't follow up or it becomes clear it's not as important to you. Or in the moment, you just don't want to drive down there because you live far away. All these things, right? Again, I'm not talking to the people where their attorney doesn't make time or doesn't return their calls. I'm not talking about you guys. This ain't for you. I'm talking about the people who have cases. The attorney said, hey, let's go over it. Let's talk about it. Let's look at it. And then those appointments don't happen or that you cancel, right? That's the story that doesn't get told. That happens a lot. So don't cancel on those appointments. Or if you do, reschedule them. You know, say, hey, okay, I couldn't make it today, but I'm going to come tomorrow. Treat it serious because if somebody's dealing with a lawyer, it's probably one of the top 3 important things going on in their life in that moment, right? Outside of some other things. But anybody who has interaction with a lawyer, we're probably one of the top 3 priorities in your life. So make that fit accordingly, okay? Make that fit accordingly because ultimately you just shoot yourself in the foot. It just hurts yourself. You just feel in the dark when you don't know what's going on. So keep that in mind.